It has been a very interesting day. Very interesting indeed. I uh, managed my shots out a little bit better today because I knew I had 12 of them. So 6 in the morning, 6 later in the evening. But the strange thing was that when I got to the 6 in the evening, I didn't really want them. I was feeling that clarity again, and I didn't really want to start drinking. And I waited like several hours beyond what I normally would have. Eventually, I did drink the 6 shots, so I've had my 12 shots at this point. But it was really odd because at the same time that I wanted them, I also didn't want them because I knew what they would do to my head. I knew they blurry my thoughts from what they were, and I didn't really want to do it. And I don't know I have no idea where that's coming from, but I like that. I like that a lot. I hope that continues. It is garbage day, and it is time to take out the garbage, and I have a bunch of it around here. So we're going to do that right now, but something I want to show you first. This is my computer desk, and these are my computer screens, and that's my desk, and it's kind of dirty around here, sorry about that. But underneath the desk, we have my collection. This is about 3 weeks. This is where I put my empty bottles when I'm done with them. And this is about 3 weeks of booze for me. There they all are right there. And yep, that's been my life. So it is definitely time to clean these out. I have to do this every few weeks. I have to clean a pile of bottles out about this size. And so yeah, if you if you're an alcoholic and you have a stash that looks like this and you don't know you're an alcoholic, then there's something wrong with you. You're an idiot or something. All right, out we go. Grab this into the wonderful Colorado evening. Well, it's starting to get evening, I guess. Sorry. Shitty camera work, I know. I'm trying to carry garbage and film at the same time, and it ain't working too well. We're going to come out here. We are going to, there we go. And in it goes. And that right there, my friends, is something that I have to do every few weeks. That is a thing that has just been a normal part of my life for a very long time. It is kind of weird to think that very soon I will never have to do that again. Very soon I will not be digging under my desk and plowing out, I don't know, 24, 50, however many bottles of empty alcohol and throwing them away. But I can see that in my grasp, and I'm looking forward to it. So I had a realization today, and it was not a real happy one, but I want to address it because I've seen a lot of people on the comments who've said, now this is not the majority, mind you, the majority of people are, you guys have been so supportive you're there and you're saying, you know what, we got your back. You need anyone to talk to? Here we are. People who know me are actually texting me on the phone saying, look, do you not want to be alone tonight? You can come over to our house. We can chill out. You don't have to be alone with this. And I'm getting so much support, but there are the people out there who continue to say that I can't do this. And it's been interesting because as I've gone on further and further, they become more adamant about telling me that I can't do this. At first it was like, dude, you really can't do this without help, and you shouldn't try, and you should go to rehab, go to a doctor, check yourself into a sanatorium or jail or something. And I'm like, no, it's cool. I'm gonna see if I can do this myself. I'm gonna see if I have the willpower to do this myself. But as it continues on, and as I am more successful, I've noticed that the same people are getting more and more desperate about telling me, no, you don't understand. You can't do this. You can't do this on your own. You absolutely can't. Don't even try. Just stop trying. And yesterday, a patron, I'm not going to mention his name because I don't want anybody harassing him. A patron of mine left me a message that said basically, you're not taking this seriously. Your addiction has full and complete control of you, and you're never going to succeed. And even if you do, there will be some time down the road where something will happen that will send you back into alcoholism. I can't support your addiction. I'm not going to patron you anymore. And he pulled his patronage. And at first that confused me. Because I'm sitting there thinking, okay, so you were fine supporting me when I was drinking myself to death, but now that I'm quitting, you don't want to support me because I have an addiction. I don't get it. But I think maybe I do. I'm thinking that a lot of these people who are just saying, you can't do it yourself. Just don't even try. You can't quit. Just don't. I'm thinking that a lot of those people may have had people close to them, people they cared about, who were alcoholics and who were maybe abusive and self-destructive and maybe even died from alcohol abuse. Now, imagine if you had someone in your life, a father, a mother, brother, sister, cousin, somebody that you really cared about who fell into alcohol abuse and could never get out of it. And then to see someone successfully deciding to get out of alcoholism, I can see how that would be threatening to some people. I could see how even some people might want me to fail. Because say your dad, was an alcoholic all his life and died from it. And then you see some guy online and he decides to kick the habit and is successful at doing it. You're going to be asking yourself, well, then why didn't my father do it? If this guy can do it, why didn't my mother do it? Why didn't my brother? Why did they have to die? And it's going to put a very negative feeling on somebody that you care about. If your father couldn't do it, then you're going to want to believe that nobody can do it. It's not possible. If my father could not get out of alcoholism, then nobody can do it. And so I can see what I'm doing here might be threatening to some people. And I didn't anticipate that. I didn't expect that. I didn't even think about that until one of my patrons pulled out because I'm quitting alcohol. It made me think. It forced me to think about this whole thing. Now, it's not my intention to bring anyone down. It's not my intention to make anyone think of any loved ones that they've had that have fallen to alcohol as weak. I don't know what causes a person to stop doing alcohol, but I can tell you that anyone can. If you have a loved one that didn't, I can't explain that. I don't know. But I'll tell you one thing. If you ran around telling them the same thing that you're telling me, maybe that's why they couldn't stop drinking. Just saying. However, I'm still, in spite of this, looking forward to quitting. In fact, right now I'm looking forward to quitting a little more so that I can prove those people wrong. You can quit alcohol, and I'm going to quit alcohol. And by tomorrow, I will be down to half of what I normally drink. I'm excited about that. I'm feeling the clarity coming back into my head. I'm starting to sleep a little better. I'm starting to eat a little better. And this is encouraging for me. I want to say that just keep in mind, there's no scientific proven method for everyone to quit addiction. That doesn't happen. I've talked with other addicts. I've talked with doctors. I've talked with addiction specialists. And the fact is that everyone has a different best way to quit an addiction. You know yourself better than anyone else. And you know how you can quit something better than anyone else does. And when you apply that and you make sure that you follow that, that's your best course of action. And for those out there who unfortunately had people in their lives who did not quit, who did not, who continued on with it, I'm sorry about that. I really am. But don't take it out on me. If I succeed where someone in your life failed, don't blame me for that, because I'm trying to get out of this, and telling me that I can't do it because someone you knew can't do it, and therefore you assume that nobody can do it. Don't bet on that, because you're going to be wrong. I'm getting out of this, and I'm doing it right now. So today was 12 shots. I've taken 12 shots. I'm feeling okay. Noticing the same kind of things as yesterday. There is that clarity is starting to seep back in. Tomorrow's 11. Halfway point, guys. And we're going on, and we're going to make it. So tomorrow's another day, and I will see you guys then.